Good
I'm
evening,
going to.
everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Full Broadsword. Last episode, we were just leaving the tavern or bar or whatever we want to call it, and we were going to venture out in the town to spend a little bit of coin on some provisions and whatever we can find that will help us in the
upcoming adventure?
The upcoming adventure towards the haunted house on the hill. So it was told. So we join our adventurers in that. I'm gonna move the map here so that people can see what's going on and where we're headed. We're gonna get some provisions and whatnot. So we will join Marcus, Kai, and Ed.
And Ed.
And Ed.
As we leave the Wicker Goat, the tavern, on your map marked as number 3. That's where we're at.
Right.
I did put up the DM's map, not revealing too much. Just simply this will help you navigate around to kind of speed time up a little bit around the town. You'll notice once again, traveling through the town, it's very well established. There is a city watch. There is appears to be docks and trading, dwarves coming and going inside of around a building, fishing boats. The docks appear to be active. Lots of commerce going on. Lots of militia and defense in place. A town watch is on patrol. So it looks like that there is definitely a semblance of law and order in the town and amongst the town folk. There's not an air that this is a Mos Eisley space station, a hive of scum and villainy. It's not one of those kind of towns. It is definitely well established, and there is a sense of law and order. You feel as if you were to go into a tavern and start a bar fight, that the town watch would definitely pick you up and probably throw you into the stockade for a period of time.
Although I seem to remember they were very old looking.
Yes, the ones at the gates were.
Okay.
Ah.
Damn it.
So, but yeah, there is a semblance of crime or not crime, law and order amongst the town. So where would you like to go provision yourself for the trek to the haunted house? And in other words, if you tell me specifically what you were looking for, I could probably direct you to that area.
I'm trying to see what rations I might need.
Honestly, myself, I can't really think of anything. I'm just kind of going on a little sightseeing until we can head out towards the haunted house. I don't really.
Well, amongst this area down here, Area 9 appears to be an open market of some sort. The market stretches amongst dozens of stalls down to the bridge, which is Area 10. Goats, egg, cloth, marsh plants, pots, occasional mules. Your typical open farmer's market type fare.
All right.
The bridge area, number 10. There will be signs in the roadway marking the bridge's name, Shark Fin Bridge. It is a single large bridge that spans the river, shops and homes along its path. The bridge predates the village, it appears, and is large enough for carts to pass two abreast. You can see elves and various fae folk crossing the bridge. Those that are landlubbers appear to get a little nauseated. Maybe possibly, you don't know. But they appeared to be uneasy crossing the bridge. As you peruse...
Did you say uneasy?
Yeah, a little uneasy as they cross the bridge.
Okay.
Like nauseated, like motion sick.
Right.
As you wander down into area 11 down here, appears to be a tannery, various leather goods, hides, etc., etc.
I want to go check that out.
Okay. Outside is a signpost that reads Kester's Leather Goods. And are you going to walk inside?
Yes.
There is a female human behind the counter wearing an apron. She appears to be the storekeeper, and she introduces herself as Kiorna Kester. Welcome to my fine establish. How can I help you?
Just browsing, trying to see what leather goods you have.
Are you looking for armor? Are you looking for tack for your horses?
Armor.
Armor. Well, let me
Yeah.
see here.
Just to see if there's anything that might tickle my fancy.
Hmm. One moment, generating a table. There appears to be pretty much any type of normal leather armor that you would like to buy. There's studded leather, partial leather, leather with spikes in it. Nothing catches your eye out of the ordinary. In one of the walls appears to be leather armor that has the town guard insignia on it, and Q-Orner will tell you that's for official town guard aisle over there only.
Okay. How about if I get close to her and say, "Do you have anything special hidden back?"
Oh, special, she says.
Yes. For a distinguishing eye, shall we say?
Well, she says, let me see what I have in the back room here, and so she goes behind the counter and appears to be a back room. And she comes out with a couple of packages that she will lay out on the counter and kind of unwrap. The first one that she unwraps appears to be some sort of a hide armor.
Okay.
And she says this one does, like, if you're swimming in the ocean, this one appears to make swimming a little bit easier when you're in the water.
Okay.
She opens up the second package and lays it out, and it appears to be a leather vest. The vest is dyed gray, almost like a gray camouflage, like a misty color. And she says this vest here, very special, made out of fog fibers, will grant you the ability to blend in fog or dim light. So I've been told.
How much is that one?
And she pulls up. She says that one. I couldn't let that go for anything less than 75 gold pieces.
Okay.
And then I have a third one here. She unwraps it very, very gently. It appears to be like a harness, almost like a belt with the shoulder harness going up and over, kind of like a climbing harness. And she says it's, it's very lightweight and flexible. She kind of bends it, and it has hidden compartments, which helps you hide tools and knickknacks and stuff.
And what's the going price on that?
Oh, this one very, very well crafted. Very well crafted. You would be taking bread off of my table if I let it go for anything less than 65 gold pieces.
So, any haggling that we can be done on either one of those pieces?
Haggling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my dear visitor. You must be from out of town. I already have the best rates in town. And I've already given you Again, by these prices, I'm already taking bread off of my table to even give you these prices.
Don't want her to starve, man.
We can talk, can't we?
Well, of course. And let me see your character sheet. Let's make a performance roll
Oh boy. Okay.
with a target number of 15, please.
Oof. Ah, not very good.
Okay. With that, make a persuasion roll with also a target number of 15. She says, you know, today you just happen to be the 10th customer walking in the door.
Oh boy.
You know, I could knock another 5 gold off and let it go for 60 gold pieces
On the third item.
on the third item.
What about the second item?
Oh, the vest? Oh,
Yes.
very special. 75 gold pieces. You know, I have a friends and family discount. I could maybe bring it down to 70.
Little too rich for my blood right now, but I'm definitely interested in it.
Well, I have a layaway program. If you'd like to make a handsome deposit on it, I'll be sure to, put it on the back shelf and save it for you.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
Make sure you stop in and catch it when the blue light special comes on. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, do you say that out loud there?
Oh no,
Mr.
I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm up the street and across the bridge, dicking around and
All right.
checking out other areas. Leather isn't something I'm interested in.
No, of course not. He wants the clingy, clangy chainmail.
Yeah, or a broadsword to go with the dang title of the show.
Well, I'm definitely interested in either one of those, but like I said, right now it's a little too rich for my blood, right at this moment.
Well, by all means, I can't guarantee that they will be here tomorrow.
Correct.
But I will hang on to them for the rest of this afternoon. If you come back, I will guarantee that these will be on the shelf. Tomorrow, though, once I open for shop, different story.
Understand.
I can't hold these. Very popular. Lots of people looking at these today.
I understand. Well, if they're here, we'll see what we can do. And with that, I will meander on out the door.
Okay.
What's at number
Edward,
12?
Number 12. Number 12. Are you going to wander down there?
Yeah, just take a look.
So as you wander down, it is occupied with some guards. It's a tower.
Okay.
And looks like there appears to be some lookouts on the tower, looking out away from. It's occupied.
Okay.
Yeah, like a guard tower.
Oh, no worries.
There appears to be a lot of comings and goings through the front door.
Just pretty much a standard guardhouse watchtower. Okay.
That's what it appears to be.
Okay.
Edward, wandering through the town, right?
Yep. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I put both of our markers on the map. See us around. I'm hanging out, wandering, looking for anything of note over the bridge, and hung a right past 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there.
So 13 is an inn called the Snapping Line. It's an inn and tavern. 14 appears to be the town hall with the council meetings. There's a bulletin out front of the next council meeting. So it appears to be like the government building of the town. Wandering down towards 17, which you might find interesting, is appears to as you approach it, you'll smell coal and hot fire, and you'll hear the clanging of hammer upon steel coming out of that building.
Oh, all right.
And it appears to be a blacksmith forge is on the outside, and there's dwarves in and out carrying supplies, and a big sign out front that says the Dwarven Anvil.
That sounds like a healthy place to go find some quality made products.
Sure. Roll a perception check for me, please. And I will give this a 10 difficulty, which is, your average difficulty. An 18. You will notice right away.
Natural 20, by the way.
Natural 20.
Oh, natural 20. Oh,
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do this. I have a critical skill success table.
Yay,
So
finally we get to hear that.
20, on a natural 20, give me another d20 roll, and let's see what comes up on your critical success here. A 16. You seem to be filled and inspired with mental clarity. You gain advantage for the next hour on any intelligence or wisdom checks.
Okay.
Meaning, for
roll
checks you roll
twice.
2d20 and take the higher amount.
Right on.
So for the next hour, you gain advantage on any intelligence or wisdom checks. Also, do me a favor. You should have investigation, shouldn't you?
Yep.
Roll me an investigation roll, and remember, it is an intel skill, so you get to add that bonus to it.
How do I do that?
We'll just add it in manually after the roll.
That's crazy. Did it not show up?
Not
there
yet.
It did.
There we go.
Another natural 20.
Oh, another natural 20. Awesome.
Yeah. Why couldn't
Roll a
I hit the
D20?
boar with that?
A 14. Ooh. Okay, this one
Oh,
I'm going
boy.
to send it to you in a private message.
All right. See if I can gather my carrier pigeon.
I need to access your character sheet momentarily. What religious background, if any, does Edward have?
Well, he
Is he
simply
a follower of any?
Yes, Tempest, god of war and battle.
Aha. Okay. All right, bear with me while I.
Who couldn't hit the broadside of a boar.
Yeah, he wouldn't be too pleased with my previous my endeavor to deal with the boar. Yeah, let's
We'll just say your god was looking the other direction at that point in time.
Yeah. It was late. He was asleep. It was no harm, no foul.
Typing right now. Okay, message sent.
Okay.
Hey, that information is yours. However, you can keep it yourself, and you know how that goes, reveal it or whatever. And whenever you wish to take advantage of that, just let me know.
Right on. I will reveal that when necessary.
Yep, as in when necessary. Just pay attention to the wording, especially the last few words.
Right, yeah. For the time
Okay.
being. Yeah.
Yep, for the time being.
Right.
You know, deities are fickle that way.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right. That being said, investigation. Okay, let me get back into my script here. You noticed that it is highly unusual that even though this is a dwarven blacksmith forge, and there are dwarves running around, they seem to be helpers. There seem to be dwarves, comings and goings, like unloading carts, bringing in ore to be processed. But the owner, or what appears to be the one running the show, so to speak,
Yep.
is a dark-skinned human woman and not a dwarf.
Hmm.
And she is accompanied by a young man that you can kind of tell could be a close relative, as in a son or a nephew. And he is also human. And she appears to be barking orders not only to him, but also to the other dwarves that are around, which you find is kind of unusual for being a dwarven run forge.
Yeah. Well, she seems to be the owner. Is when I look around, does it look like there's any specific person behind a like a desk or a place where you would make purchases?
It like when you walk up, it's like an outdoor stall surrounding with racks, and it's filled with your typical any type of a metal armor, weapons, anything that you would find in, like, say, the player's handbook is just a common weapon. If you wish to buy a broadsword, there's probably an assortment of broadswords hanging there with different
Yeah, I'll
styles.
take a look at those anyway and see who comes to
Okay.
me. You know, just go browse
But
them a little bit.
as you approach, the young man wipes his hands on his apron, and he will approach you. He will introduce himself to you as Jasker, Jasker. Jasker, and he says, I am the number one journeyman here. How can I help you?"
Yeah, just looking at your array of broadsides here and broadswords. Jesus, I'm doing it again. Broadswords, and just kind of curious of their make. Any of them with any special properties, or is it just standard stock?
Well, he says, here we have on the racks, and he will introduce you, and he'll take them out and shine them and polish them. And I have this sword here with this hilt, and nothing at the surface really catches your eye as being special. They're all very fine blades. At least that's what Jasker tells you.
Are they made full size, or are they dwarvish size?
Oh no, these are full size.
Okay.
Yes, there's an assortment. If you would like a dwarven size broadsword,
No.
I'm sure that you could dig one up out of the back. Yeah.
No, that would be silly. Just clarifying. That's all.
That's not a knife.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't want a little letter opener. I need something that can take down a boar. A little better than the old longsword. Yeah, well, I'll just see what he's got for the broadswords and see if there's any that catch my eye, or if there's any that he's touting are a little better than the others for whatever reasons.
Oh, he says, you mean other than what we have for like the ones in the vault is kind of what he's alluding to. Yes, we do have
Sure,
a vault. But you'll have to speak with my mother, Mafera, and he points to the woman that appears to be in charge. He says, she's the only one with the keys to the armory.
Oh, well, point me in her direction then, as if I couldn't tell.
So yeah, she
by looking,
appears, annoyed, and he will tug on her skirts, and she will excuse herself from the anvil, and he will take over pounding on whatever they're making. She introduces herself as Mafera. She is the Master Smith is the title. I'm Master Smith Mafera. I understand that you would like to see what we have in the vault. She says we have various items, lots of things change hands rapidly since we are a port town. I have merchants bringing stuff in, and I have merchants purchasing and bringing stuff out as quick as they come. Basically, the same deal. If you wish to purchase something, she can keep it on hold till the rest of the
Sure.
afternoon, but by morning, there's no guarantee that it'll be there.
Well, I just like to browse what you've got there by way of broadswords.
Okay. Roll me a d6. 5.
Right.
That's how many items are on the menu. So she will invite you to the inside. She goes into the back, appears to go downstairs, and comes back up, and she's got a bundle in her arms of some, fine silk cloths wrapped up, and you can see some hilts poking out from the inside. And she's going to lay them out on the table there, and you see a long sword, a short sword, a rapier, a great sword, and another long sword.
Well, I've already got the long sword. Let's look at the great sword.
Okay. She says, "Oh yes, this is a fine craftsmanship. This one has a name engraved on close on the blade, close to the hilt. That's in the in some ruins that you could look at." She says, "This one is a very fine great sword."
Any indication of what made it? Whether it was dwarf, elf, what have you?
She says, "I don't know the origin of the sword. It was brought in by some merchants from the islands, but they assured me it is very adept and attuned. It seems to cut sharper and deeper when dealing with things, creatures, and such that live in the water."
Seems that might be handy in a place that's surrounded by water and salt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what would be the price on such an item?
Oh, 150 gold. I couldn't cut it. The craftsmanship is fine on this one.
Of course. All right. Well, thanks for playing. I appreciate you showing me your wares. I'll
You're not
consider
gonna
it.
haggle?
No, God, no. No.
You feel a tug on the length of your chainmail, and as you turn, it's Kai is standing next to you, and he is going to hand you his pouch of gold coins.
Okay. I give him a strange look as to, how come?
And he'll just kind of motion, like pushing you forward, like go on, go on.
Buy it.
Well, it depends on what he's got for coins that he just handed me.
Well, it was the coin bag of 50 gold that he received from Merrick.
Okay, well, that still puts me quite a bit short. I tell her the best I could do on it, since I don't really know much more than it tends to do a little bit better damage to waterborns. We don't have its origin. I guess I could offer let's say 110.
Make a persuasion check for me, please.
Ooh, I've got good persuasion.
With a target number of 15.
Oh, that's gonna make it hard. You dirty bugger. Come on, where'd it go? There it is.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take it. Took a second or two. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Yeah, 17 seconds popped up. There we go.
She looks at you and she says, "You're cute.
I know.
I can. I tell you what.
Somebody's
She
had too much
says,
to drink today.
I will sell this great sword to you now if you promise to come back with the other 40 gold by the end of the week."
Hmm.
"You seem like a man of honor," she says.
Ooh, throws the honor card down. Oof, on a paladin.
Yeah.
The
All
gauntlet
right.
has been dropped.
I reached to shake her hand and pass her the 110, and I said, "You have a deal."
Okay. So she will hand you over the great sword. It has some ruins in the blade. On the pommel, it appears to have some decorative, like barnacles etched into it. Definitely has kind of an aquatic decorations carved into the hilt, into the pommel. They look
Right.
like barnacles, coral pieces. But it's very well weighted and is comfortable in your hand.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to put that into my inventory.
Right now, just mark a great sword. I know what it is, obviously, but that's part of the game, is you get to discover.
Well, yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just add a great sword in there and go from there. Well, that'll do it for me.
All right, I'm going to make a brief note. Bear with me one moment. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I have that information to say. All right.
All right.
Where else should we go?
Is there a Fletcher or a Bower?
Let me
In
take
town?
a look. See. Scrolling. Yeah, there is a let me find it here. The Dwarven Anvil. There's a carpenter's shop. Let me get back to the map here. So, building number... Whoop, disregard that ping. Let me move the map.
No worries.
As you wander through the town and past the docks, I'm going to ping the map here, which is building 23, which is the Carpenter's Guild Hall.
Way the heck up there. Okay.
Yeah, you think you might find something in there. If not, you can go in and ask. If not there, they might direct you back down towards the market, which is going to be down here at number 9. There might be an open stall or something down there.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the Carpenter's Guild Hall. They more deal with building construction, etc., expanding the town. And so it looks like the marketplace is where you need to go.
Okay. Well, first, I'm going to go ahead and stop into the blacksmith area real quick to see if they have any daggers.
Are you going to have Edward introduce you?
Sure. Edward can introduce me.
Yeah, once I come
Hey,
back
Ed,
from
introduce me.
downstairs, yeah. This is muffin top. I don't know what the It was let's see, what was her name?
Muffera.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Little Miss
Muffera.
Muffera. Yeah, yeah,
Mafera, a dark-skinned woman
yeah,
in charge of a bunch of dwarfs.
yeah. And a little pesky guy named Jesker.
Her
Josker.
son?
Yes.
Josker, yeah.
Yep. Jasker. Josker.
Like Oscar with a J.
Yep.
Well, I was curious, do you have any daggers?
Well, of course. Josker will show you the rack on the wall. I have these in Damascus steel, and this is a very fine one with a hilt inlaid in what appears to be fool's gold on the outside, et cetera, et cetera. He'll show you what he has on the rack
Yeah.
out there.
While he's digging around, I'm going to give
Yeah.
Marcus a little
What?
thump in the shoulder and say, "Hey, ask him to have Mom show you the good stuff."
Ah, yes, the good stuff. Of course, Muffera recognizing Sir Edward as she will address you. Sir Edward, she says, as Sir Edward, she'll take you to the back and she will go into the back room and roll me a, let me see here. Roll me a D8.
A D8.
Mm-hmm.
Do, do, do,
Oh,
do, do,
goodness.
do, do.
My. Okay, she's going to bring out, which looks like a some sort of a case, of a hardened wooden case, and she's going to open up, and there's a plethora of daggers in there, of all different types of shapes and sizes. And what specifically are you looking for?
What am I looking for specifically? Do I notice any of them that may be imbued with some special or magic powers?
Well, for that, sir, you will have to make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, 7. Gives me
10.
a 10.
Yep. Also make an Arcana check as well.
Arcana. Where the hell is that? Where do I find Arcana? Oh, there it is.
Yep. Under the A's, in between
Yep.
animal handling and athletics.
Yep.
You don't appear to you. They all seem very shiny and well polished, but nothing really jumps out at you.
I ask her if she knows if any of these have any special immunities on them.
Oh, well, they all have special immunities.
She's not being very helpful in making decisions.
Does she look like a magic user? Does she look like somebody that he's wearing an apron carrying a hammer on a forge?
Well, I know. I'm just making. That's just saying. It's like you would figure she would have an idea of what she has in stock.
Again, lots of comings and goings. Daggers
I know.
and weapons are dropped off and they're picked up.
Maybe if the alchemist hadn't disappeared decades ago, he
Yeah,
could probably do that on the side.
You know, she might tell you, I had some identify scrolls laying around here, but I must have used them all up. Pick one, sailor, and give me an offer.
Well, how about if I bring Ed in to see if he can look at any of those and see if he can tell if any of them have any special abilities?
Yeah. Well, that's a good. Edward, would you like to take a look at the daggers?
I suppose maybe I can, since I only have it for the time being, maybe I can close my eyes and tap into a little divine favor as I look over these daggers. Maybe just kind of hold my hand over each one and see which one gives me a good tingle.
Yeah. Would you like to use that favor up, sir?
Yes.
Okay. There are 2 daggers that jump out. Definitely 2 daggers that jump out of the group, which you can clearly identify, and definitely, if you would like to share that with Marcus, you can point out which 2 would be the ones to take a closer look at.
Yeah, I'll point out these 2. These 2 have a good aura about these 2.
Can you tell what kind of aura?
Well, the first dagger is a dagger with it's got a curved blade. It's almost a curved dagger with a serrated edge. And the second dagger, if you were to pick it up, it feels very balanced in your hands, as if you were to throw it, it would be more accurate than most.
Ooh. How much is that one?
Oh, I couldn't let these go for any less than 25 gold.
Either one?
Either one.
Buy both.
Yeah. I'm going to take a brief pause because I need to send Edward a private message.
Okay.
Okay, message sent.
I look over to just kind of lean my head towards Marcus and kind of give him a little whisper in Elvish, since I speak it, and I'm assuming he does too.
Yes.
I'm going to lean over and say in Elvish that something tells me this one with the curve and the serrated edges. I just feel better about that one. I don't know why. But perhaps buy both.
Feel better about that one, but don't know why.
Yeah, this one just has a stronger aura about it than the other one.
$25. Done deal.
25 gold, she says.
Done deal.
Okay, so you
For which
purchased
one?
a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Curved one or the balanced one?
The curved one.
Okay. I have made a note of that. You place that in your inventory. Of course, you'll need to either identify it, cast a spell, whatever you need to do. But in the meantime, it is in your inventory.
Okay. All right, I've just added a dagger in there for now.
Anything else that you would like to purchase or shop for, or anything else that you're looking for to prepare?
Well,
the night is starting to. The sun is setting on the coast. The town lights, the torches are being lit. It is starting to draw into evening time.
right on.
No,
Well,
I think that's about it for right now.
Given that I am almost broke enough, I can't even afford eel at this point, and I owe more than I started with, so I think I've done enough damage to the old pocketbook. I guess are we headed back to the original tavern we walked in it? That's where we're staying?
So
okay.
We are staying, the party is staying at location number 3, which is there, which is the Wicker Goat Tavern and Inn.
Right on. Well, that works for me.
Okay. With that being said, all the preparations are done. We settle in at the tavern. Anybody would like to do anything else inside of the tavern before we turn in for the night?
Oh, I'm ready to get some rest and head to the haunted
Okay.
house on the hill.
All right, so we will settle in for the night. There will be no encounters during the night. Go ahead if you need to take a long rest. Click your button to reset everything you need to for a long rest. Ensure that if you have any spells or anything, now's the time to chance or switch spells around, any equipment, and we set off in the morning for the haunted house.
I think so. You have spelled aquatic wrong.
Did I spell aquatic
No,
wrong?
no. I may have. I made the adjustment on. I put notes on it and gave it a name as aquatic ruined greatsword just to make it easier. Yeah, I did. I put a C in there for some reason. All right, I'm feeling better about that. I'll
Oh,
carry that
wrong
and leave the shield on the old back. That way my armor class will drop 2 points, but I'll have a lot more damage outcome. Provided I can hit things this time.
Okay, so with all business concluded, we awake for an early rise. Everybody has their bags, their what do you call it? Knapsacks packed with rations. Are you going to take, if you're going to take any rations, torches? Basically, once you get to your destination or once you make out whatever is not in your pack, it's what you see is what you get. So,
Yep.
if you need to load yourself up with any sort of, like I said, flint and steel, tinder, all that fun stuff, just go ahead and mark that down in your inventory. Merrick will leave some gold to pay for the rooms and the meals at the front with the barkeep, with the dwarf up front, and you have anything basically basic necessities from the market. You feel free to write that down in your inventory. When I mean basic, like if you want a hammer and spikes, if you want a 50-foot length of rope, whatever that you could fit into a backpack, consider it purchased and annotate that down. That being said, if we're ready to move out, I've loaded up the map.
Yeah,
We'll
I
be
think I'm good.
departing, the town of Saltmarsh, and we'll be headed towards the other dot on, which will be down here. I'll ping the map, which is going to be our destination.
Our haunted house.
Correct. The road, the house, from what we can figure out, is located about 4 miles up down the coastline, on an old road. As we depart the town, we appear to be followed by some villagers that seem to be curious. Beans, as this is the only kind of trail that leads out of the town, and the townsfolk know where the destination lies, so they're kind of curious to see the three of us, wander down towards that area.
It's the three of us. Nobody else is coming.
Yep, just the three of us.
Oh, okay.
The road to the house winds through the rocky coastal terrain.
I'm suddenly aware of why we all got paid 50 gold pieces, because Merrick had no plans on going to this place and clearing it out.
Of course not.
Okay,
Of
then.
course not.
I'm tracking now. I'm good.
So the road to the house winds through the rocky coastal terrain, often offering a view of the sea below. so it's kind of like you're traveling along a cliffside. Low clouds press in upon you. Occasional patches of sunlight appear out over the water. There's a stiff wind blowing off of the waves, carrying the briny stink of churning salt water. And like I said, the trail is about 4 miles down the coast. It's kind of an old road. The townsfolk will there's a few of them, a handful of them, to kind of follow along. They're just kind of curious to see, because they know where we're going. But as soon as you get about a couple miles down the trail and the house becomes into view in the distance, the townsfolk get discouraged and they rapidly retreat back down the trail towards the salt marsh. So the
Chickens.
three of us, I'm sorry?
Chickens.
Yep. So as we approach the house, it is the exterior of the house. The decrepit house sits on the highest ground in the area. Around it, a stone wall has crumbled in many places, exposing the interior grounds. An ornate metal gate lies open at the end of the road, swaying slightly in the wind, kind of creaking. Wildflowers and flora grow throughout the inner yard, very unkempt. Looks like it hasn't been touched in years. But all of the years cannot hide the evidence of a well-tended garden that may perhaps once sat there. Near the house, the rotted wooden roof of a water well rises out of the tall grass. The house is about 35 feet tall from ground level to roof peak. The roof is gabled, and there's multiple holes where slate shingles are missing. The stone wall of the garden is about 6 feet tall, more or less encloses the whole garden and is partially collapsed in several places. Access to any part of the garden is simple if you decide not to enter the main gate, so it's easily traversable. There is a well in the garden interior, and I'm going to bring the map up. As we approach the house, is there anything that anybody would like to do with the exterior of the house?
Well, it's
If not,
probably not
I
a
will
bad
bring it.
idea to do a quick walk around it, see if there's any other entrances, whether there's a cellar entrance that comes up,
I
or
want to check for foot
open
traffic.
windows. Yeah, good call too.
No, no. As you do basically a 360 around the house, it's
Yep.
old and it's decrepit. It appears like the typical, house that's been there for years without any upkeep. There's no evidence of any cellar entrances on the outside. There is one door, one main entrance with some rickety double doors leading in. Let me bring up the map here. I got to refresh because it's not popping up. There we go. So there we are. This will be the main entrance or the door of the house here. These here are windows, rickety. They're shuttered, closed shut. No light sources or anything from the inside. I am going to draw, since we did a 360 of the house and walked around. One moment while I draw the perimeter here.
Interesting shape of a house.
That's the perimeter. Over here is the well and the garden area. And this appears to be some sort of a back decrepit patio. And there is also, I made a mistake, there's also a door there.
Okay, well, it's good to know. In case we need to beat a hasty retreat, we can get through the patio. That's the whole reason I was looking for another entrance.
I'd like to check out the well.
Before you do that, somebody mentioned that they would like to check for footprints.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Foot traffic. Yep.
Make an investigation check with a target number of 15, please. No, everything appears to be worn and as if it hasn't been touched in years.
Yep.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Edward, would you also like to check for footprints, etc., etc.? You do have that background as being an investigator, so.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. I should probably wander around and do that as well, just to get a keen eye on things.
Make an investigation check, please, sir, since you're specialized in that, with
All
a
right.
target number of 15.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Is that a natural 20 or
Negative.
is that a 20?
That's an 18 plus 2.
An 18 plus 2. You do notice around the well area, there's footprints, non-humanoid, some sort of an animal. Let me unblock some of that here. They appear to be leading into somewhat of like a bushy area over here. They're like more animal tracks than anything. But
Critters
no,
of some
no
sort
footprints.
coming for water.
No human footprints, nothing that really jumps out at you.
All right. Well, I'll relay that to the compadres. And then I'm ready to knock on the front door, I guess.
Are you going to knock on the front door?
Well, it's polite. Yeah. All this
You're knocking
honor
front door
I'm
with your
oozing.
foot?
Well, I'll give it a knock. What the hell?
As you knock on the door, after a couple of seconds, there's a knock back. No, I'm kidding. There's.
Aw. Talk about a cliffhanger to end it on.
Right. No, you knock on the door. The hollow sound. There's no answer. Doesn't appear to be anybody home. Appears abandoned.
Well, being that I'm the most heavily armored guy, I guess let's try to open the door and step on in if the door gives.
The door opens quite easily. It's not even locked or anything. It's dark on the inside. Do you have a light source?
My lamp.
The trusty lamp.
Yeah, I guess.
Break out the lantern.
Yeah, I'll have to break out the old lamp again. That worked so well last time.
I think it blinded you.
Yeah, must have. Yeah.
Each square is 5 feet. What is the light distance of your lamp?
Let's see. Lamp burns oil as fuel to cast bright light, 15-foot radius, and a dim light for an additional 30 feet.
So there is your 15-foot radius.
Okay. Well, then I'm good to step in anyway, and I'll move in a little bit to there, and everybody else can follow me. They choose.
Kai will step in. He's not afraid. He will. Whoop. Let me get my selector here. There we go. Kai will step in with you. Marcus, wherever you would like to move. Let me read you the description. The front door opens into a musty, dirty entrance hall. To your left, a corridor leads into what appears to be the west wing of the house. Let me unblock that for you. The walls are bare, and bits of smashed furniture lie around the floor. Ahead of you, it appears that the room continues to go on towards the rear of the house. And then off to the side here is a staircase on the eastern wall, which goes up to the second story. And it ends in kind of like a balcony that kind of overlooks the main entrance. And so as you shine your lantern up, you can see kind of like the railing of a balcony above you, with the stairwell.
When we were
that's-
walking around outside, could we tell how many stories this had? Did it have more than 2, or was 2 it?
Yeah, it from what you can tell, it definitely has 2 stories and maybe what looks like an attic area.
Okay.
All right, I'll move in over here.
Well, and I would say to the boys that, well, proper guard fashion, we start at the top and work our way all the way down and search and clear every room. So I would suggest we head to the uppermost level first.
All right, before anybody moves, what is your passive perception, everybody?
Horrible.
Mine is 13.
I am an 8.
Looking at Edward's. Edward, make an investigation roll for me, please. And we're going to make it a target number of 20 since this is.
Oh. I don't even want to roll. I just guarantee I won't get this one. Yeah, I got a whiff, but not enough.
Okay. Nothing that you really, is jumping out of the closets at you. You can go ahead and proceed on into the house. I will continue clearing out this bottom main entryway down here. Looks like there's a little hallway going up there, and a hallway going down there, and the rest of the room, broken furniture, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, hearing no objection from the other two, I'm going to make for the top of the stairs. That should get me my 30 feet.
Okay, Marcus? Edward, I'm going to pause you at the top of the stairs. We'll see what Marcus is going to do.
Okay.
Here.
Before I come up there, I just want to pop up here and peer into the other room.
Into the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of chains there. It appears to be a hallway that goes down and ends in 3 doors. One in front of you, one to your left, and one to your right. And Kai will follow the guy in the armor.
Well, I'm not going that way. I just
The meat
want to
shield.
look down there.
All right. Edward, I'm going to move you since you went to the top of the stairs.
Sure.
To a different location.
Oh, geez. I disappeared, guys. This is bad. I'm
Aliens.
making like the alchemist.
The aliens did it.
Yeah. I see. This must be the second floor.
Yes, this is the second floor. 5, 10, 15. There's a door there and a window.
It is daytime still, right?
It is daytime. However, the interior of the house is pretty dark.
That's what I'm thinking. All these windows are shuttered. It might not be a bad idea. We run
Yes.
around and start knocking some windows open. That way I can put down the dang lamp. Uh-oh, is that a
Okay.
stain I see on the floor over there?
Yeah. Let me. Nope. What? That's the wrong one.
Oh, yeah. Now the floor disappeared. Oh, it's back.
Yeah, it's like a mud stain. I don't know. Let me get to the description here. That's gonna be nope. That's still part of the main room. The entry hall, as we call it, the balcony, about 10 feet west of the top of the stairs section of balcony. It appears pretty rickety. If you want to continue further, it's kind of like it's putting any weight on the balcony. Uh, it doesn't look very weight bearing or it feels very spongy when you put your feet on it.
All right, so... And that's to my left?
Yes.
Okay, well, maybe we should start working to the right instead, since that's not balcony.
All right. So before we do that, Marcus, where are you at? Where are you going?
Gonna go ahead and come up the stairs.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself behind Kai up the stairs there.
Okay.
And we'll move to the second floor. Okay, Edward, you are in front. Each of the corridors is 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall. It's kind of like a mansion house. So it's
Okay.
kind of the dimensions that we're working in. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, give you a little bit of a better scale. Which direction would you like to go?
I'm going to hang a right here and go away from the stain. And
Okay.
figure I'll go, let's see, I'll go as far as here.
Stop there.
Yep, so that we can uncover some more area and I can get a better look at what's
That's
going
about
on
what
here.
your lantern is showing there. I'll give you the window there. It's
Okay, those are
shuttered.
shutters. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, well, I can continue at least 3 more, right?
Yeah. Just go one square at a time. There you go. And as you do that, I'll reveal more of the map as you go down.
Okay.
Looks like there's a window down at the end of the hall. Some shuttered windows there. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's another door. Let me, before you go further, okay. Okay. Marcus, where are you going, sir?
I'm gonna go ahead and come up the stairs.
Now, Kai is a halfling, meaning he's small, meaning you can occupy the same, like if you need to pass through him, you don't take any movement penalties because he's considered a small creature.
Right. Let's see, 5, 10. Now, could I see through any of those shutters at all looking out the window? Is there
Yeah,
any
you can
slats
see
or any
light.
holes?
Yeah, there's like slats and holes, and some of
Right.
them are broken. It's just, it's like if you're in a pitch black hallway, and if there is a hole in it, like some small
Pin
light
lights.
beams coming
Yeah.
through. Yeah, that type of a setting. Were you to say knock the shutter open, it wouldn't take much strength at all. The wood is pretty rotten and
Mhm.
creaky. It would basically cast light into, I would say, maybe 5 feet to either side of the window. It's
Right.
not going to be much.
Right.
It is cloudy outside, and there is, was kind of misty as we came up.
Okay.
Right on. Well, then I would progress as far, let's see, what do we got? 3 right down to about here, so I should be able to see the end window, and then this would be the final door in this hallway, so I would line up in front of that.
Okay. Marcus, where would you like to go? Kai is just going to follow the
Chill out.
follow the guy in the armor. Would you like to be between Kai and Edward, or in other words, are we changing our marching order? Was your intent?
Oh no, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I was just you're asking
Well,
me, and I was like,
it makes a difference.
I was gonna stop here at the door,
Okay.
and I wanted to
So,
investigate the door.
in other words, the marching order, is it going to be Edward, Kai, and Marcus, or Edward, Marcus, and Kai? I need a marching order.
Well, myself, I would
Ask the big guy.
always, I would be in front, being the heavily armored, to eat as much damage as I could, and I would suggest the archer in the back because he can shoot right over the little guy's head.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's just me. That's my thoughts.
Okay, so we will make this the marching order.
Okay.
If everybody is okay with that.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's take a look at these two doors. He can look at that one. I'll look at this one, and I'll test this one. Is this one unlocked?
Well, interesting. You notice that the door to this room is locked if you try to rattle the door handle. Make a perception check. Target number of 10, please.
Yeah. Nope.
Oof.
Hey, it wasn't a nat 1. I'll take the 0.
Let me do this. Since Kai is up there with you, Kai is going to make a perception check.
I figure if you rolled a natural 1, it would probably you don't even recognize it as a door.
Yeah. It's just painted on the wall, guys. Damnedest thing I ever seen. These alchemists are crazy people.
Exactly.
Okay. Did you see that roll come up?
Yeah, 13.
Yes, 13.
Okay, 13. So Kai will tug on your chainmail shirt, and he points to the wall next to the door. There is an obvious key hanging from a little leather, like a little leather, what do you call it? A thong, and it's hanging
lanyard?
on a lanyard. Yes, a lanyard, and it's hanging on a nail right next to the door frame. It's not very well hidden, and he'll kind of point at it.
I'm feeling like I should be playing more of a dumb barbarian than a freaking paladin, because these rolls have not been kind. I'm kind of an idiot, just kind of stumbling around in armor. Okay, well, I guess I'll fetch the key and go for the keyhole.
Okay, so you're going to unlock the door then?
Provided I can. Provided I'm not dumb enough or smart enough to do so.
So the door unlocks, not a problem. The key fits. So the door is unlocked.
All right. Well, just to be nice, I'll hang the sucker back up and I'll open the door.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh, there
all
it is.
right. Yeah.
Well, as you shine your lantern into the room, that's what you can see.
Yeah, there's another stain in here, guys.
Yes, and of course, as you start walking and get towards the darker areas, the floor feels very spongy, almost as if it would kind of start to give away.
So, and is that happening on the stained area, or can I skirt to the sides of the room where there would be a little less load-bearing walls, a little bit more strong?
Yes. So this area in here appears to not be as structurally sound. Okay. Should you wander over in this way, the footing is a lot more stable.
That's where I'm going then.
Okay. Okay,
come
if you'd
right
like
to
to
there.
hold
Yep.
there, I will
Yep.
reveal the rest of the room and let me give you a description.
Alrighty.
Look at that, got some little cross pieces and stuff there. Very cool. Okay, in the southeast corner of this decayed bedroom, which is going to be in here, it appears to be a man lying on the floor. He is bound and gagged, clad only in his undergarments, and appears to have no weapons or equipment.
Hmm. What is this item right here? Can you see that right there?
Oh, like maybe a fireplace.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yep.
It clearly was some sort of a different definition there. I wanted to verify what it was. Hmm. Well, I'll hang tight here for a minute for the boys to
Yep.
join, and then
Let me put a token up here. Hang on a second. Oh, it's not giving me a token. Oh, you guys suck. So what it is it gives you these tokens that pop up on the left side, and I can't seem to find a.
a guy in his underwear.
Yeah.
How about an X marks the spot or something?
Here we go.
There's a sticker.
I got one. So it's labeled a robber. He's not a robber. I just can't find another token to. I will have to create a custom token for him. But that's where
Okay.
he is lying in the corner. He's not a robber though. That's just the label that the.
Right.
I was just looking for
Yep.
a humanoid token.
You've got that.
Oh, there you go.
It's a sticker.
Oh, there's stickers. Where's the
Yeah,
sticker?
there's-
Oh, there
there's
you
a
go.
sticker,
Ah,
yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, you can get rid of the robber now and put the little. There you go. Beautiful.
All right. There's a man gagged in his chonies, lying on the floor. Appears to have no weapons or equipment.
Hmm. Well, like I said, I'll wait for the boys here to come with me, and then we'll go from there.
That's what you hear.
So he's actually alive?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's alive and he's bound and gagged and he's laying on the floor.
All right. Well, I'll wait for Marcus to come into the room. Unless he's going to hang out there and just chill.
No, I'll stay right there.
Yeah. Mind the wet spot.
Don't slip on the wet spot.
Yep. Bad news there, man. All right. Well, then we're all in. I can get right up to the guy.
Sure.
Does the guy on the okay. Well, clearly he's aware we're there.
Oh yeah, he's
Okay.
looking right at you. His mouth is gagged. He's bound and in his underwear, lying on the floor.
All right. Well, what the hell? I'll reach up and cut the gag off.
Okay, but you're gonna leave him bound.
Oh, I want to get his mouth off first and get him he can start talking. I mean, if he's a giant a-hole, I might just put the gag back and we can leave him. But
Oh.
I'm not, yeah.
He's like hyperventilating, trying to catch his breath. Oh, thank the gods you found me. I was doomed, and I can't believe there was somebody here to save me. Thank you so much for saving me.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Why don't you tell us how you came to be in this sorry state?
He says, "My name is Ned. I'm a traveler from Seaton, another a town close by, and I was just wandering down the road, and I was just looking for a place to sleep. I was trying to get to Salt Marsh. I'm just trying to find some work. I snuck in through the back door. And I thought it was a kitchen. And next thing I knew, that I felt a knock on my head, and the lights went out, and I awoke, and I was lying here, and then I saw this bright light, and I thought you were the gods coming to save me, and here you are, and you were sent from the gods to rescue me."
Hmm. Well, I suppose I can start untying the guy. I mean, he's unarmed by the looks of it. He doesn't look like he's in a state that he can do a whole heck of a lot of damage to
Yes,
any of
he
us.
is.
So might as well unbind him, and see what else he's got to say.
All right, so he's not a robber. I just can't find another token. He's Ned. Ned,
Ned.
the not
Ned.
Ned, not the robber Ned. Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for releasing me. I'm I was just looking for work, and I saw the house, and I was cold, and I wandered into the kitchen, and I was hit on the head, and next thing I know, I ended up here. Would you happen to have a cloak, or some pants, or even a crust of bread? That would help me out greatly. I haven't eaten in hours. I've been here all night.
Well, I do have a robe in my inventory. I can dig that out of the backpack and hand it to them to borrow for the time being. So his
Oh, my
twig and berries aren't swinging out in the cold air.
It's just
Seems a little
loincloth
damp in here. I
flapping.
wouldn't want you to
Yes.
catch cold. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, kind sir. As he takes the robe, and he wraps it around him. He says, we should get out of here now. This place isn't safe. It's really dangerous. We should leave as quickly as possible. Is it still daylight outside? I would like to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Well, I would say you're welcome to go, but we've drawn the straws to come and clear this place out. So we're going to remain
Oh,
here until we clear this whole building. So you're welcome to depart and head north to Salt Marsh if you'd like.
oh, I highly encourage you not to stay. There's nothing here. It's empty. It's an empty house, and it's just dangerous. You really shouldn't stick around. We should all get going.
Empty, you say, but something clubbed you over the head and left you in this state. I think we're going to sit here a little bit longer and figure out what that might have been.
Everybody make an insight check,
Insight.
and I will
Oh,
roll for Kai here.
are we going for a target?
It is an unknown target number.
Okay. I didn't get it. I don't know what the number is, but I'm pretty confident I did not get it. It's
was a
one of
2.
those days. It's all or nothing for the
Wow.
pally today. Yep.
Marcus?
Already did. It was a 19.
Okay.
Thankfully, I have other more insightful people with me.
All right. Take a brief pause as I send a couple of messages out here
To the insightful.
to the insightful.
God, I have to have a halfling point a key. Hey, dingleberry. The door opens with that key, I'm betting. Why don't you try that? Oh, my Lord. What a day. You don't have any strange, eerie house music?
I have
Okay.
Abandoned Ruins.
Message sent to Kjar. AKA Markas.
Hey, Ed.
Yeah.
I don't think he's telling us everything.
Now, do you say that out loud?
No, I whisper it to him.
Okay, so put yourself next to Ed.
I was going to say, a whisper from across the room. I'm closer to that guy,
Yeah.
so. Is the guy human? You could probably speak it in Elvish. The guy may not even understand.
He is human. He appears to be human.
I whisper it to you anyway.
Okay.
So I don't believe he's telling us everything. Something's up with him.
I'm sitting here wondering what the heck to ask the guy. And I'm a paladin, so I can't just scruff the guy by the neck, lift him up in the air, and say, "Squeal, squeal, you little bastard! Tell us what you know." You know,
Well,
that wouldn't be the right way to do things for a paladin. You know.
sidebar. So your paladin background. I know previous to starting the campaign, we had discussed the different paths that a paladin could take.
Yeah.
For example, the different oaths, perhaps, that you would swear. And so I would encourage you to look at your alignment and look at the path that we had discussed, and maybe or maybe not that might be part of because remember, in 5th edition, paladins aren't necessarily the lawful good, holy men that they were in previous editions. Paladins follow oaths, and oaths can take you down different journeys. The importance being, as a paladin, as long as you maintain faithful, to your oaths or to your order that you were following, there it might not necessarily be a lawful good oath or following. So take a look at your background, take that into consideration, and the direction of which the oaths, when you reach level 3, that your paladin will swear to. And whoop, it looks like that was shut off on me there. And so while I get the map up, you can kind of sidebar and take a look at that.
Well, I'm looking. I am lawful neutral, but I don't have any of that other stuff just yet. But
There we go.
no, I think I'm just going to play it as is for now, and
Okay.
maybe I will use my persuasion on him and try to persuade him to. We could just as easily rebind you and leave you here. My partner here seems to think you're not telling us the whole story. Why don't you take a second and be a little extra thankful that we just rescued your butt and give us the down low?
So with that statement, I'm going to have you make an intimidation check.
Oh, that works for me too.
An intimidation check with a difficulty rating of 10. and that's a 19.
Oh, you closed the portal. I can't.
Let me.
Yep, you closed the portal. I can't see it.
There it goes.
Yeah, it reset on me. I apologize.
No worries.
I just restarted the campaign.
Okay, now I gotta pull up the log. There's the intimidation check. 19.
Which is a 19. And so, with that, based on your stature, and maybe if you picked him up by the robe and, gave him a little tough love, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't feel bound in the traditional.
No,
roles
I
of-
know,
yeah.
but until I choose,
Okay.
right now we were nice to the guy, but he's gonna need to be a little extra nice and tell us the whole story.
Okay.
Just persuading him or intimidating a little bit, even if I have to grasp the hilt of the big sword.
Okay. So with that, getting back into the adventure, Ned visibly and physically is shaken, almost quivering in the robe as you've kind of rattled your sword at him and in a stuttering voice. I know I haven't been saying very much and not telling you everything. I'm embarrassed because I'm standing here in my undergarments and you had to clothe me with a robe. If you just, I know where my things are. If I could just gather them up and I can see myself out of here.
What do you mean you
Well,
know where your things are? How could you know where your things are if you got hit on the head?
there you go.
Ooh,
Yeah,
good catch.
Yeah. And I'd like to add,
Um,
you want to see yourself out of here. I don't see you going anywhere until you answer our questions, buddy.
Marcus, make an insight check.
Insight.
Yeah, to you, he still, he appears shaken, but he seems to be telling the truth. He says, when I was hit over the head, and perhaps maybe I remembered when they were dragging me up when I was being dragged up the stairs, and I could remember them taking my clothes off, and I can't, and then I lost consciousness again, and that's when I woke up in the room.
Ed? Bonk him on the head. Jog his memory.
Hmm.
Or Kai. Stomp on his toes or something. I don't care.
I'll tell you what. I'll just start to pull the sword out of its.
Slowly out of the scabbard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start pulling slowly. I'm gonna say you're not doing a whole lot to convince us that you're not in league with whatever, and this might be a trap. So maybe you better start talking a little more sense.
Please don't. Yeah. Swing. Don't harm me. I don't mean you any ill will. I know I haven't been truthful. Honestly, he starts to break down and cry, and the crocodile tears are coming out. I just want to get my things and get out of here. This place is haunted, and I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh, you're not making it easy on us.
I still don't trust him.
No, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and we might have to give that a chance. You know what? I'm going to raise the sword up, straight up in front of me. I'm going to say, "Hey, Kai, hold this lamp."
Kai will hold the lantern for you.
This is a two-hander. I need both hands for this. And I'm going to hold it up in front of me, and I'm going to tell him, this is your last shot. You better start talking, or we're going to have to take. Well, I'll just tell you what. I may have to take back my robe with a little excessive force.
With tears streaming from his eyes, are you? Well, let me ask you this: are you holding on to him?
No, not yet. No.
Okay. So with
I-
tears in his eyes, he's going to drop to his knees and he's going to clasp his hands in front of you in a gesture of mercy. Please, please, sir, I mean you no ill will. I was sent here by one of the merchants in the town to look at the place to see if if there was anybody here to see if the rumors were true. If the place was truly haunted, and I don't know. I just came through the back door, and they hit me on the head, and I didn't know who it was, and I just want to get out of here. I just want to go back into town, and please, sir, mercy. I beg mercy from you. I have no weapons.
But you apparently know where your things are, and now it's a they that hit you over the head. Doesn't add up to me, buddy.
I know I wasn't truthful with you before. And there was I couldn't count them. Again, it was I blacked out, and there was footprints, and there was a group of them, and they put my clothes in the other room. I just want to gather my belongings. I don't have any weapons, and I just want to report. I just want to go back to Saltmarsh.
Who is them? Give me a
I
description.
told you I don't know who they are. They were dragging me on the floor. All I could see was boots and dust, and they drug me and bound me, and they put a sack over my head, and I heard voices. I heard, and they were speaking amongst each other, and they were laughing at me and making fun of me, and they threw me in the room, and then it was dark, and I was in pain, and that's when I blacked out, and I woke up and it was morning. Mercy, sir, I beg of you, mercy.
Well, I will look to Marcus and look to Kai and say, well, guys, are you satisfied, or should we put them down? And that, yes,
Suddenly,
that was intentionally loud so he could hear that.
as you say that, you feel a slight breeze whisk by your ear tips as an arrow lands on the ground between Ned's feet. I beg of you mercy, and Ned pees on the floor.
Ah, well, we can figure out where all the stains come from. Nice.
It appears as if Marcus had fired an arrow out of his bow to the ground in an attempt to intimidate poor Ned further,
Yeah,
which he was
I got
obviously
that. Yeah.
successful because Ned just pissed himself, and your robe too, by the way.
Well, I'm not going to want that back.
That's not my robe. I don't care.
I'll have to get that out of my inventory later. Well, how about our super talkative Kai? What's his thoughts?
Literally.
Kai looks at Ned, and he looks at you. I'm gonna send you a message.
Remind me to get rid of the robe out of my inventory. Not wanting that one back.
Well, I'm sure there's a good cleaner in town that can clean it for you.
Yeah, no. I will ask the guy. You said you know where your things are. Where are these things?
Yes, as he's quietly sobbing. I do. I swear I know where my things are.
What kind of things?
My clothes, my boots, my belongings.
Were you armed?
Of course I was armed. I was traveling to town looking for work.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. You get up, try not to step in your urine, and go collect your things. Get your butt out of here, and we don't want to see you come back. Head north, back to Salt
Okay.
Marsh, and we don't want to see you again. If we
So
do, we may have some issues.
Are you letting him go then?
I'm fine with it, but the other two, have actions.
If he says he knows where his things are, why can't we follow him to where him show us where he says his things are?
Perfectly okay with you tracking this guy all the way back out. I can hit the next room upstairs. Will you follow him to the kitchen, I'm assuming?
That's fine.
I'm slowly moving Ned as he's heading towards the door.
Yeah, go ahead and follow him.
Okay. Ned is going to lead you down if you follow him. He's going to head down to this. I'm sorry, back up here to here.
Mm-hmm.
You will see Ned kind of take a stutter step and jump over to the other side.
Okay.
As if he's going to disappear around the corner.
Okay.
Freeze there. Where's Edward? Where are you going?
I'm going to go back out of this room and set up on the next door.
Okay.
My intention is to clear every freaking room on the second floor, unless we can find the attic entrance, hit that as well, clear the entire second floor, and then move downward. But Marcus can go chase that guy to make sure he's not pulling a fast one. I'm perfectly good with that.
Okay. Kai will follow you.
I figure the ranger can stay at a distance and still be able to follow this guy without this guy knowing he's there. Ranger's going to be a little bit more fleet of foot than I will be clanking around. So
not only that, but if it's also dark and he can't really see where he's going, I can.
Yeah. And Kai has my lamp. So
so Ned is going to, let me grab my pointer. Ned is, okay, now that we're all set up, Ned is going to disappear around the corner.
Okay.
Marcus, where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm going to jump across this rotten floorboards.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check. You're looking for a target number of 10.
Ouch.
And down through the floor he goes.
Yep.
That's what we get when we send the ranger. Maybe I'm going to have to walk over there and chuck the halfling over it. Oh my God. Wow, we are, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A natural 1. So now you get to roll on the oops board. Yeah.
So you rolled a natural 1.
That's a natural 1.
I did.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Oh, let's roll on the.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, you did. You rolled a natural 1. So now we get to go to the critical failure table.
That was a test. That was a test roll.
Oh, come on now. That's what makes the game fun. You may want to roll another character in the downtime between now and the next gaming session.
Okay, Marcus, roll me a d20 on the critical skill failure table.
I'm just glad I'm
I
not the one with the bad roll this time.
I don't. I lost my D20.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. You better find it quick then.
A 7.
See, for some
You
reason, the
are-
rolls aren't showing up on my screen for some reason. I don't know why, but that's okay.
Okay. You rolled a
Oh,
7.
it did now
Right.
for me. Yeah, it just
Yeah,
popped up.
Yeah, it takes sometimes it takes a little bit to go through. All right.
Well, I mean-
As you see Ned, our professed prisoner, disappear into the darkness around the corner, follow him down the hallway, you see him kind of take a hop, skip, and a jump as if he knew where the soft spot on the floor was. You try to reciprocate and follow in his footsteps. You imitate his hop, skip, and his jump. Suddenly, as you leap into the air, you are filled with overconfidence. And you feel like you could have just set an Olympic long jump record. But instead, you crash straight through the floor, 10 feet down. And let me roll for some damage here.
That'll dump you all the way down to the first floor, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Take 2 points of falling damage as you hit the ground. No other injuries other than a very overbruised ego and confidence. Yep. As you crash through,
That should drop
the
me
floor.
about right here somewhere, right?
Yeah, you can easily recover. And actually, I'm going to move your token.
Yeah, it's down that way somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to land about right here.
Yeah.
Which is directly underneath.
I look over at Kai and say, well, looks like he left us for the second floor to be our problem. Looks like he decided to hit the first floor after all.
If you had any thought or perception that you were kind of sneaking through the house, that all went out through the window as you and like an 8-foot section of the balcony crashed to the ground. And dust is flying and rubble is fallen. And if there were anything in the upper level or the main level of the house, obviously you just announced very loudly your presence.
Yeah.
What are your actions?
Mine?
Yep.
Well, since I'm standing here, or sitting on my butt, whichever, I get myself back up. If I look down here, this appears to be a hallway, possibly to that direction, to the north.
All right, let me spin the map here. Okay, which direction? That direction. Now, there is no light source down there, so you can use your dark vision.
Yes, my dark vision.
Yep. And you will see, how far is it? 60 feet?
Yes, sir.
So definitely there is a door. It looks like a hallway to the right. There's another door. And a door there. Can you see the 3 doors?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and an extension of the hallway to the right. You can also see a little bit down this hallway too. A window and a door there.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Briefly,
standing up and looking.
while you're standing there dusting yourself off, shaking your head, gathering your senses, let's roll back up to the upper floor with Sir Edward and Kai in front of the doorway. Edward, as you see Markas follow Ned down the hallway, you see Ned clear what appears to be an area of the floor of which he looks like he knew seemed to be a weak spot. And you see Markas try to make the same leap, gracefully crashes through the floor as part of the balcony collapses down, and Markas disappears through the hole in the floor.
Yeah, so much for fleet of foot for rangers, huh? Okay. Well, to be fair, he was only half elf. So
Yeah.
he is half human, so there's that.
My human
Kai,
side.
Kai, who's standing next to you, who makes no sound or no noises at all, very audibly breaks out in hysterical belly laughter, and you can hear him laughing.
Well,
he breaks
good.
his silence to make a deep belly laughter. And he's kind of pointing and slapping his knees and pointing and laughing as if to make fun of the ranger that just fell through the hole in the floor.
Well, if this kid had a vow of silence, we just wrecked it for him. Well, while he's laughing, I'm going to look at the door in front of me here, and learning
Okay.
from last time, I'm going to see if there's a key hanging next to it.
As you look around, I won't even make you do a check. There's no key hanging on the door in front of the room. Okay.
Right, well, I guess I'll go to grab a hold of that door handle and give her an open.
The door handle is unlocked. The door swings open.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. Nice. And you could see about
Stain on the other side.
10, 15 feet into the room as Kai holds the lantern for you.
Awesome.
I'm surprised Kai didn't drop it with his laughter.
Well, he's got two hands. He must have slapped his knees with the other one. Well, I suppose then I'll step inward and about there.
Okay.
Avoiding the wet spot again.
Oh, let me move Kai. Kai will move into the room. Holding the lantern.
Sweet.
Any other actions?
Well, if this is a wall that I'm up against, I'm going to continue down to
All right.
corner here, and that's where
As
I
Kai
will
follows
rest.
you down, you will see the rest of the room.
This is it, just an interior room.
The room
Nothing
appears to
else.
be another dirty, decaying bedroom without furniture. Even viewed from the doorway, it's evidence that the floor in here does not look safe. Some of the floorboards are missing and others are partially dislodged. You are moving with reasonable care, so you can kind of skirt around the wet spot,
Yep.
aka the wet spot. And that's all you see right now.
Okay. Well, we can head back down to the first floor for Marcus's next move.
Yeah, we're gonna freeze there. Marcus, I'm gonna head back down to you since we're kind of. Where would you like to go, sir?
A tavern and go have a drink.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. You got to think this one through, eh?
Yeah. I'm going to go back up towards the stairs.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself. Would you like to go to the top of the balcony, kind of in the hallway that we were at?
Yep.
Yeah. If you want to.
Come here.
There you go. That's moving up the stairs to the balcony. And I will allow you to move another 30 feet in whichever direction, and then we'll go back over to the interior of the room.
I'm going to try that again. If first you don't succeed, try again.
Well, yeah, there's a big hole in the floor now. You'll have to make another athletics check to
big time
jump
running
over.
jump, yeah.
Yep. Let's try this again. Oh, you got to be shitting me.
Another one. Oh my God.
Are you? I got to roll it. Yes, you did. You rolled another one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Lanta,
so happy we created the 20 and the 1 rule. I'm so happy that we added those. That is adding so much flavor to this. Yeah, so much flavor to this.
Roll a d20, please, sir.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Mouse is being stupid. Hang on. There we go. Oh.
A 19. You get tangled up. So as you're falling through the floor, you get caught on the balcony. Your belt hangs on the, and your cloak kind of gets caught on the way down. You are, for the next turn, would we have been in combat, you would have had movement halved for the next combat turn. But in this case, you will just, let me do this.
Like I said, my side still
There
doesn't
you go.
show any dice rolls.
You take an additional 3 points of falling damage as you fall face flat onto the ground at the bottom of the balcony again.
You're lucky Kai wasn't out in the hallway. He'd have lost it.
Oh, that is just too funny.
All the way back down again.
For those of us that are in the room, we hear footsteps, patter, 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 and crash, as we assume that the nimbly pimbly ranger falls to the floor again, and we hear an oomph and a gosh darn it as he hits the ground, or whatever explicative, coming from Markas, swearing in half Elven or whatever it is.
Well, Kai, why don't we tell him just to stick it out on the first floor and hang out down there? You work on the first floor, we'll work up here. We'll meet you in a little bit. I wouldn't go for a third time.
Oh my goodness! Back in the room, I would like for you to make an intelligence. Let's do an investigation check, please. For a target number of 10 is what we're looking for. And 18.
There you go.
As we wander into the room, you and Kai, back down towards the window, you notice that there are some recent tracks on the floor. They appear to be human footprints, kind of fresh in the dust.
I wonder if this was from Ned.
Don't know.
Are they...
Kai, if you say that out loud, Kai will shrug his shoulders.
Well, are they... Because he had nothing on. His boots weren't on. So correct. Are these footprints with boots or are they barefoot?
As you take a closer look, they appear to be boot prints.
Okay, so not Ned.
And they are kind of going this direction and this direction, kind of between the door and the window, that way.
Well,
they definitely lead up to the window.
Well, I'm gonna walk down to the window and open them shutters up if they're not already. Take a look outside.
Okay. As you approach the window, you notice. Well, let's open up the shutters. As you open up the shutters, they actually are in decent repair and they open up quite easily. Make another investigation check with a target number of 12.
There you go.
Okay. You will notice, as you fling the shutters open, the daylight streams into the room. You will notice that kind of the combination of the position of the house and the way that the house sits on the cliff, should you step back and kind of take in the surroundings, this provides the best view of the sea and the ocean over. So basically, remember the house is kind of up on a cliff?
Yep.
This looks out over the cliff and out into the bay or to the ocean. If you were kind of to picture the house in your mind, you were saying to yourself, wow, this is the best view of the house of the ocean up here. Okay.
Okay.
You are also notice that there are fresh scratches on the windowsill and scuffing on the floor. The dust has been freshly disturbed near the window.
So perhaps maybe
Except,
people have been climbing up through this window.
perhaps there is maybe something is like something has been placed on the windowsill, a hard object heavy enough to leave scuffing, or maybe a
Maybe a
movable object
grappling hook or something to climb up the side of the house.
in the window, and there are scuff marks on the floor. And again, the scuff marks lead they go both directions, back and forth
Right.
between the window and the door.
Well, that's good to know. But as I don't want to leave through the window, I would be
Well,
pass that on to Kai.
Yeah, if you look out the window, it's basically going to look down. If you go down here to where, and I'll just unlock it here where it says ground floor. So that's the ground floor, okay. And then let me move the map here to unlock the upper floor. So we can pretty much deduce that we're on the upper floor, and that's it. So as you look out and kind of take in the view, you will notice in this area down here is where you're kind of looking out on the ground near the main entrance.
Okay.
Should you choose to investigate that further?
That's probably not a bad idea to can I do it right from the window, or am I going to have to go all the way down
Sure.
to it?
Yeah, you could look down. It's, you're about 10 or 12 feet off the ground.
Yeah. I'll just peer out there
And
and
so
get a good look at the
yeah,
front.
look out and look down. It's clear based off of the overgrowth of the weeds and the grasses and the bushes that nothing has passed by that way. In other words, nothing is disturbed on the ground down there from your vantage point.
All right. Well, then I'm satisfied. And
If you look even like on the outside of the windowsill, the scuff marks and the scratch marks appear to be on the inside of the windowsill, and there's no reciprocating or matching marks on the outside, and the ground is not disturbed. You can kind of deduce through your investigation that it doesn't look like anything has been climbing in and out of the window, because the ground would have been disturbed below.
right. Okay. But people have obviously been coming through here and peering out and watching for something.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'll pass that on to Kai, and then I'd be headed back towards the. I want to be headed over here to this next doorway.
Okay. Marcus, let's switch back down
Mhm.
to you. Where would you like to go, sir, after you've caught your breath and dusted your dusted your dust off?
Dusted your butt off a second time.
Yeah. I want to drink one of my potions of healing
Okay.
Probably not a bad idea.
because I'm not fully bloodied yet, but close.
Okay. Since you are not in combat, and since you don't need to take an action, what sort of potion of healing is it?
Just a potion of healing, just a regular common potion of healing. The potion is a magic item, and as a bonus action, you can drink or administer it to another creature within 5 feet of yourself. The creature that drinks the magic red fluid in this vial regains 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay, so roll for your hit points.
2d4, right?
Yes. All right, you gain 2 hit points back, and you have consumed your potion of healing.
Must have been nearing its expiration.
I guess so.
Boy, oh boy, not your night.
You rolled 2 1s, is what you did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! I'm glad this isn't combat.
Yeah. So are we.
Now, let
Yeah.
me ask you this. Don't tell me how far down you are because I don't want to know. But as a ranger, you do get spells. Hunter's Mark is kind of like an innate ability. So, did you prepare any first level spells?
I didn't say that I had any other first level spells except for Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. So, at first level, as a ranger, you are allowed to prepare 2 spells from the ranger spell list. Okay. Being as this is our first time out, I can actually load those up for you. If you go into your spell tab and it says manage spells.
Right.
Okay, if you click on that, it'll bring up a side menu where it says add spells and prepared spells.
Right.
So if you click on the add spells menu, a list of ranger spells should pop up for you.
Well, why did you tell me that beforehand when I was doing this stuff?
Now, what I will allow you to do is to go down and you basically select 2 spells that you can prepare, and you just select the prepare button and it will automatically prepare those for you. One of those, of which I would suggest, would be a cure wounds spell.
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark is basically an innate ability which you can cast. It doesn't go against your prepared spell list. There are limitations to it. Now, you don't have to take cure wounds, but I'm allowing you to prepare that since you weren't aware of that before. And the same thing with Edward. You also have prepared spells. If you go to spells on your character tab,
Yep,
and go to manage spells, and then add spells, you should have some.
I have 2,
like,
cure wounds and shield of faith.
Okay, so you already have those prepared. Good.
Yes.
Excellent. So it's just our illustrious nimble ranger that didn't have his spells prepared.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't make heads or tails on this telling me what I could and couldn't utilize for spells. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Hey, we're learning. We're old. We're learning.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're learning. So we'll take a brief pause while you prepare your spells. And that's a GM gimme for first level.
Well, I'll tell you what. We are over 2 hours on this episode, so why don't we just shut her down right there and call it an episode? And when we return, when we return for the next episode, we can continue to scour this haunted house on the hill. So we will say thank you to everybody who was watching and listening. And I don't know when I'll get these up, but I'm going to get these up probably tomorrow night, so everybody can check them out and comment and whatnot. So hope everybody enjoyed it. We sure enjoyed playing, and I'm looking forward to doing it again before too much longer. So yeah. So
I think Jake's been having too much fun laughing at us for rolling naturals.
Yeah.
I have never seen that many critical failures in one game session. That is hilarious.
Well, to be fair, it
Hey,
was
leave
over
it
the
to
course
us.
of 3 episodes worth. But I mean,
True.
yeah.
But still one campaign, and we
Yeah.
haven't really gotten that far yet.
Yeah, the only thing we've killed was a boar, and that damn near killed us.
I know.
Yeah, this is not looking very
Well-
promising. I'll tell you that.
Well, KJ did assault a staircase twice and lost. So
That's true. That's true. The staircase from hell. That might be what we have to name this episode.
or balcony. Balcony 2,
from hell. Yeah.
KJ 0.
Yeah. I like it. All right.
Tune
Well,
in next episode when KJ goes in and lights his torch and just tosses it in there and runs out the door.
Yeah. When Marcus decides it's all too much and has had it. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye.